Friends, in this video we are going to see one of the interesting topic, okay, that is introduction to big data. Okay, before that, please subscribe our channel for more videos like this and also click the bell icon to receive notification. Okay, let us see. We all are familiar with data. Okay, in the real world, each and every facts collect from every sources data. So that data is we are going to processed with the help of some system. Okay, so from the system we get the processed data, that is information. Okay, so this is the difference between data and information. Data is a raw fact which may be false or true, we can't able to determine, but when we process the data we get the information. Okay, that is the factual data. Okay, so this is about information and data. Now let us see what is big data. Okay, nowadays many organizations use different kinds of data as well as different amounts of data. For example, if we take manufacturing and natural resources or retail and wholesale trade, so every field there is a huge amount of data producing each and every second. So for the system or the for the organization, we have to arrange these data, and from these data we have to extract the needed information. Okay, extract the needed data and process that data, we get the information. Okay, so for this the traditional application softwares are not suitable, because in the traditional application software there is a centralized database architecture. Centralized database architecture means there is one server and that server is connected with so many computers. Okay, so in the computer there is a traditional database software, and we are going to manipulating our data, and that is stored in the central server. Okay, so this is a centralized database architecture. But if there any fault or if there anything happens, means that will affect the centralized database architecture also. We can't able to speed up the process because there is also somewhat lackness. Okay, also in that we have to form the data in a structured manner. So that is also one of the important thing we have to focus in the traditional database architecture. Okay, but when we consider the big data, here the data is in a different forms. Different forms means it may be unstructured, it may be structured, or it may be semi-structured. Okay, if we take structured data means the data is in a form of tables and rows and columns. Okay, if it is a semi-structure means if we take the XML file, it is a semi-structure. Here tags and text, etc. Okay, and if it is unstructured means there may be a picture, there may be a video thing, or there may be some different kinds of formats. Okay, that is unstructured. So if we take the data like this, means we can't able to formulate a database using the traditional softwares. So for that we are going to a different concept, that is big data. Okay, that is big data, and in the big data we are going to use the huge amount of data, and from the data we have to validate the data and we have to find the useful data. Okay, we have to find the useful data, and from that we have to formulate the database. Okay, for our purposes. So now let us see the big data definition. Okay, big data is a field that treats ways to analyze, systematically extract information from, or otherwise deal with data sets that are too large or complex to be dealt with by traditional data processing application software. Okay, so this is very simple. Here there is a data set that is too large or complex to be dealt with by traditional data processing application software. So that is I already told. Okay, so these data are we can't able to deal with the traditional softwares. So for that only we are going to the new softwares, new analytics tools, that is big data analytics. Okay, so now big data is based on distributed database architecture. Okay, so this is different from centralized. Distributed means we can able to store the information by splitting into different parts. Okay, different parts, and each parts can be formulated in a single system, and in the same way every single part can be we can able to process in a separate systems, okay, and finally we can able to merge the whole parts into a single database, okay. So this is what distributed database architecture. Okay, now let us see what are the characteristics of big data. The characteristics are represented using the V, okay, 4 V's, okay. So there may be 3 V's, there may be 4 V's, there may be 5 V's, okay. So we are adding each and every characteristics with the letter capital V, okay. So the first V is denoting the volume. So volume means the huge amount of data, okay. So the amount of data is represented using volume. So next, second one, variety. So variety means unstructured, semi-structured, structure. So these are the variety of data. And velocity. So velocity represents the speed of data generation or rate of analysis, okay. And next, veracity. So veracity means the accuracy of data. Now let us see the big data application. So where the big data is going to be applied, okay. So here some of the applications that generate large amounts of data, okay. So they are banking and securities, communications, media and entertainment, healthcare providers, education, manufacturing and natural resources, government, insurance, retail and wholesale trade, transportation, energy and utilities, etc. Okay, so that is a lot of area where more amount of data are generated in every seconds, okay. So now, what is the difference between big data versus traditional data? So I already told, traditional data is based on centralized database architecture and big data is based on distributed database architecture, okay. And also, big data is typically an entirely new source of data, not designed to be friendly, can be messy and ugly, like junk filled data, okay. So there is no standards in big data, and most of the data is not worth, okay. So that is also one of the thing you have to consider, okay, in big data. But traditional data is we are going to make the structured form, okay. So now, what are the risks in big data? So risk means in the sense of security and in the sense of privacy and cost, okay. So data security means, okay, data attacks are getting bigger and more damaging, so that cases we have to consider. And privacy in the sense ensuring that people's personal data are safe, okay. Also cost in the sense we are going to collect the data, so aggregation, storage, analysis and reporting. So for these processes amount of time and space is required, so these are cost, okay. Now, so structure of big data. So structure of big data means I already told structured, unstructured, semi-structured. So structured example, relational database, okay, relational data. Relational data means here the data we can be able to represent it in the form of tables, okay, tables. Next, it's text data. So text data means we are getting every information in the World Wide Web. So that informations are in the form of text, okay. So that is text. Semi-structured data. Semi-structured data means example. In the example, there is a tag, there is a text, semi-structured data. So graph data. Graph data means we are representing the social networks using the graph concept. Also semantic web. Okay. Next, streaming data. Streaming data means scan the data only once. Okay. So these are the structure of big data. Okay. Next, challenges of conventional systems. So what are the challenges in the conventional system? In the conventional system, the data should be in a structured form. So these are the kinds of restrictions, okay. So we have to make the data in the sense with the condition satisfied. So that makes lots of efforts we have to put in order to make the data in the structured form. Okay, in the past, the term analytics has been used in the business intelligence world to provide tools and intelligence to gain insight into the data through fast, convenient, consistent, interactive access to a wide variety of possible weaves of information. Okay, so that is the analytics term used in the past. And data mining. Data mining has been used in enterprise to keep pace with the critical monitoring and analysis of mountains of data. So data mining is used to extract the data, okay, from the large amounts of data. Okay, we have to extract the needed data, okay, required data. Next, the main challenge in the traditional approach is how to unearth all the hidden information through the vast amount of data. So traditional analytics analyzes on the known data terrain that to the data that is well understood. It cannot work on unstructured data efficiently. So traditional applications are not work efficiently on unstructured data. So that is the main drawback. Okay. Traditional analytics is built on top of the relational data model. That is, relationships between the subjects of interest have been created inside the system and the analysis done based on them. So this approach will not adequate for big data analytics. Okay. So traditional analytics is batch oriented and we need to wait for extract, transform and load and transformation jobs to complete before the required insight is obtained. Parallelism. Parallelism in traditional analytics system is achieved through costly hardware like MPP. MPP means massively parallel processing. Okay, so these kind of hardwares are required when we use the parallelism concept in the traditional data processing applications. Okay, so if you want to efficiently handle the well structured data, means we need most expensive tools. Okay, so for that we have to afford more cost, so that can be not good when we handle with a large amount of data. Okay, so for that we have to move on the next step, that is big data. Okay, we can able to understand why we need big data, what is the purpose of big data, how can we process the big data. So these are the things we can able to obtain from the above stated informations. Okay, so I think all of you understand what is big data and what is the characteristics of big data, and what are the difference between big data and traditional data, and what is the challenges in conventional system and what drawbacks in the traditional systems. Okay, for that only we are moving to the big data. If you like this video, then share it with your friends. Please subscribe our channel for more videos. Also click the bell icon to receive notification. Thanks for watching.